After years of dreaming and studying, Miss Anne Shirley now stood tall at the front of the Avonlea schoolhouse, her heart full of warmth and purpose. Her vibrant imagination still danced in her mind, but now it wove into her lessons, making learning a grand adventure for every child. She was grown up, a respected teacher, yet in many ways she was still the spirited Anne, finding beauty in every single, ordinary day. Avonlea was her home, a place of comforting routines and familiar faces. Among them was a very particular face, Gilbert Blythe. Now a handsome young doctor, he often passed by Green Gables, his smile as bright and kind as ever. He was no longer just a schoolmate, but a significant presence, a quiet, steady force in her bustling world, and Anne found herself noticing him more and more. They shared a comfortable, easy friendship, built on years of shared laughter and academic rivalry. Sometimes the old competitive spark would ignite, a quick, witty exchange, but now it was always softened by a knowing glance, a shared secret smile that spoke volumes of their deep connection. It was a sweet melody that played between them, growing richer with each passing season. Anne found herself looking forward to their chance encounters, whether it was a quick chat at the post office or a thoughtful discussion at a community gathering. Gilbert's opinions were always insightful, his humor gentle, and his respect for her intelligence deeply reassuring. These moments were like little treasures she collected, carefully tucked away in her heart. Yet a strange new feeling began to bloom within Anne, a fluttering in her chest whenever Gilbert was near. She tried to dismiss it, to label it as mere friendship, but her heart knew otherwise. It was a beautiful, bewildering emotion, like a new, mysterious chapter in her own grand story, and she wasn't quite sure how to read it. Her dear friend Diana Barry, always observant, noticed the subtle changes. A blush that lingered a little longer, a gaze that followed Gilbert a little too often. With a knowing twinkle in her eye, Diana would gently tease Anne, making her laugh and blush even more, confirming what Anne's own heart was already whispering. Gilbert, too, was a master of subtle gestures. A carefully chosen book lent to her, a knowing smile from across a crowded room, a quiet word of encouragement just when she needed it most. Each small act was a thread in the growing tapestry of their connection, woven with care and affection, drawing them closer with unspoken promises. One blustery autumn day, a young student fell ill, and Anne and Gilbert worked together, combining her comforting lessons with his medical care. Side by side, they brought warmth and healing, their teamwork seamless and heartfelt. In that shared effort, Anne saw not just a friend, but a true partner, someone she could lean on, someone who understood her deeply. As the snow began to fall, blanketing Avonlea in white, Anne found herself walking home alone, lost in thought. A sudden gust of wind nearly took her hat, but Gilbert, seemingly from nowhere, caught it with a swift, easy motion. His hand brushed hers as he returned it, and in that simple touch, a profound realization bloomed. She was truly, deeply, irrevocably in love with Gilbert Blythe. Her heart, once so unsure, now sang with a clear, joyful melody. She confessed her feelings to Marilla, who, with her practical wisdom and surprising tenderness, listened and smiled. Anne felt a lightness, a freedom, now that her true feelings were no longer a secret, but a celebrated truth within her own heart. Not long after, under the twinkling stars of a crisp winter evening, Gilbert walked Anne home from a social gathering. His voice, usually so steady, held a tremor as he spoke of his own long-held feelings, of his hope, his unwavering love for her. He had waited patiently, quietly, for her heart to catch up to his. Anne, her eyes shining with tears of joy, didn't need a moment to think. Her heart had known its answer for quite some time. With a happy sigh, she reached out, taking his hand, her smile a promise of all their beautiful tomorrows. It was a simple, perfect moment, sealing a love story that had truly begun years ago. They spoke for hours, planning their future, dreaming of a life together filled with books and laughter and shared adventures. Anne, the girl who once dreamed of a prince, found her truest love in the kind, brilliant boy who had always been there, waiting patiently for her to see him as he truly was, her soulmate. Avonlea rejoiced at the news. Marilla, even Mrs. Lynde, offered their warmest blessings, their eyes twinkling with fond memories of the two spirited youngsters. The entire community, who had watched them grow, celebrated the union of two hearts meant to be, a testament to enduring friendship blooming into deep, true love. The little schoolhouse in Avonlea, and later the cozy house they built together, became a haven of shared dreams and warm affection. Anne and Gilbert's love story was not one of dramatic rescues or grand gestures, but of quiet understanding, unwavering support, and a beautiful, enduring friendship that blossomed into the most profound love. Their journey reminded everyone that true love often grows from the most unexpected places, nurtured by shared experiences and a deep, genuine connection. It was a love that understood the power of a kind word, the comfort of a steady hand, and the joy of simply being together through all of life's seasons. And so Anne Shirley, the girl with the vivid imagination, found her happily ever after not in a grand romantic novel, but in the everyday magic of a love that was real, true, and uniquely her own. Her life with Gilbert was a continuous adventure, proving that the best stories are often found right where you belong. Children, remember that real love isn't always like the stories in books with princes and princesses. Sometimes it grows quietly between two friends who truly understand and care for each other, right in your own backyard. Be kind, be patient, and let your heart guide you, for the most wonderful adventures are often found in the most familiar places.